Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the spring season of Kansas Esports. We've got an exciting League of Legends match against Fort Hays State for you coming up real soon.
Oh yeah, it's exciting. Exciting to be back with the new season, with the new year,
With a
the
new
new
green
league,
screen.
with the new green screen.
Check
Yes, of
it
course.
out.
I mean, it's official.
We're,
Uh,
yeah, we're official.
um, of course, this is a new league. We're in the cLoL circuit now. We got a regular season starting off today against Fort Hays State, as Ben already mentioned. Once again, I'm Brandon, and this is Ben. We will be covering the game here today for you. Some really exciting stuff going on. I think, here, let me make sure we're good.
The lobby is being set up as we speak.
Yep, we are moments away, hopefully, from Champion Select, the first one of the season. Really exciting.
Oh boy.
Oh, here we are. We are into Champion Select. Now let's see. Kansas Esports are starting off on the blue side for this best of 3 series. Excited to see what the bans will be. First up, Karma. Cool. I'm with it.
Fair enough. As a friendly reminder, the new champion is disabled for this.
Yes, the new champion Zeri will not be enabled for this, I do believe. Get another ban. It is Kled, expected. Our top laner is a bit of a Kled player.
Caitlyn getting banned out next.
Caitlyn is a pretty popular and strong AD carry in the meta, so seeing that banned is pretty expected. I would not be surprised to see Jinx get removed as well. Maybe Aphelios. Those two champions are also running the meta. Viego getting removed also doesn't surprise me. Very good champion still. Pretty much exemplifies the 200 years aspect of League of Legends.
Vi coming out next.
That is a little bit surprising.
That is.
I think it's definitely a target ban more so than a meta ban. It's a very good champion to play for like a go in comp that your one job is to go in, and Vi will do that for you. So getting rid of that, looking to hamper that a little bit for the side of Fort Hays. And Akshan, the ban again. Our journey to see the Jays Akshan will begin anew. Oh, I already missed a first pick. It is Twitch. First pick Twitch. Do expect that to go over to Groovy.
The Jinx will come online.
Mm-hmm. Jinx, very strong. Very strong. Ooh, Xin Zhao as well. I dislike this champion greatly. Trundle would be a good response. Is it Jarvan would be kind of expected as well. Either of those champions definitely do make sense.
Saw out of J4 last season.
Mm-hmm.
Excited to have him back. He's been an absolute dominant champ for Kansas Esports.
Oh yeah, and with the new pro season, these are a lot of champions we've been seeing, except for that Twitch. That first pick Twitch is definitely a bit of a spicy one, but a little bit on the expected side. And the Lulu lock-in as well. Twitch Lulu, very good scaling for the side of Kansas Esports. That Twitch can just pop out of nowhere and one-shot everybody late into the game is a very exciting thing to see.
Amumu was briefly getting hovered.
Yeah, I would be very shocked to see that.
Oh!
I like the Corki here. Corki is really strong, especially with that new rocket-oriented build where you go with the Ludens and the Ravenous Hydra. A little bit more of a focus on his ultimate rather than his auto attacks and crit scaling. So good champion here. And then the immediate Victor ban. In pro play, we've been seeing a lot of this Corki Victor trading. So seeing them take that Victor off the table definitely makes a lot of sense. Two of the stronger champions in the meta right now. And on the flip side, Braum being taken out, I think that's good. Maybe they don't play Thresh, and that's why the priority on the Thresh ban isn't there, but I would expect a Thresh ban because Jinx, being a pretty immobile carry without getting a reset from her passive, would kind of expect to see Thresh be that option.
Arthas ban coming out next from Fort Hays, and a real quick snap ban on Darius.
It is Darius, so I wonder if they just think the Thresh is fine or they're not anticipating on playing it, but that would be my expected pick here. Got about 10 seconds left. It looks like it might be Nautilus instead. Does a lot of the same, does some same things with the engage with the Q, and he has that depth charge.
Oh, and a Gwen gets locked in. That'll be fun.
Gwen is very strong. Be curious to see if he goes for a little bit of like Ghost or Ignite rather than the Flash. Gwen often able to be flexible with her summoner spells. And I like the Lux Hover here a lot. I'm a Lux one trick this season. I like it a lot.
Here it is.
Really, really strong. I think it gives you some good damage spread with the Twitch being heavy AD and having the Gwen and the Lux for some magic damage. Gragas, last pick here. Tank Gragas is something we've seen a lot into matchups like Gwen or Jace in pro play, where you just kind of neutralize the lane and just play to be this big tanky guy. And I do like the comp on the side of Fort Hays State. I think they have like a pretty standard, like you would see this comp in pro play most likely, where you have just beefy guys to stand in front of the Jinx and the Corki to do some stuff on top of them.
Yeah, Fort Hays looking to rely heavily on that Jinx there.
Yeah.
It's definitely the carry that they want to push forward throughout the game.
I think that's definitely like a safer comp, but I like the side of KU Esports way better. I like the Lux. I think bringing out the Twitch Lulu right in game 1 really says a lot about what they are planning to do. And the Jarvan, yeah, a little resident sleeper, but it's a good pick, so I think it's going to work really well. But I'm definitely looking for some 1000 AP Lux one shots this game. It'll be very exciting.
Depends on who gets carried. I like the flexibility with Kansas here.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of flexibility on who can be the carry.
All right, and with that, we do have to wait these 3 minutes for the spectator delay, so I believe we will be going to a little bit of a break, and we will be back when the game is going to start.
And welcome back. We are getting in game here. Looks like a pretty typical 5-point start.
Oh yeah. Eager to see if maybe ooh, there is a little bit of a fight up here with the Gwen and the Gragas.
Gragas getting a little bit caught up there. Does take a fair bit of damage. Looking like he'll recall in preparation for the lane.
Alright. So I mean it's a little bit of pretty low consequence trading. It was just Gragas up there by himself, the Gwen taking advantage, making him back off a little bit. We could have seen Gwen walk in a little bit, maybe try to get a ward on the red buff, which is why Corki is hovering up there. But I guess they will not opt to do that, but they are looking to maybe do something here on this.
Twitch getting a little bit of gold here.
Huh. Interesting, Twitch and Lulu have both opted for the support item start here. So I guess we will maybe be seeing like more of a poke focus lane.
That was a lot of damage.
Wow, yeah. Xin Zhao having to start that buff half HP is definitely
that is a rough
not ideal. Alright, we are getting a leash topside for Kansas Esports and the same for the side of Fort Hayes, so kind of handshaking that both teams probably know where each other is starting.
Is not looking good. Does have to smite for that red buff.
That is really unfortunate. He got the leash and had to smite.
Corki into Lux. Who do you think is going to favor that?
Or I would ordinarily say Lux, because Corki is definitely more of a scaling pick. He does have that first strike, which is one of the new runes in the season. You have a pause.
First pause of the game.
First pause of the game.
Exciting stuff.
Alright, well, while we're paused, I guess that's actually good, because now I can explain first strike. So, Corki has the new Keystone rune first strike, which, as the name implies, when you get the first strike on your opponent, you get a buff that allows you to deal 12% more damage and gain that bonus damage as gold, and the pause ends right when I'm done talking about it, so very cool.
Ooh, Nautilus's looking to get cooked in there. Twitch taking about half HP.
And Jinx also on the poor end of that because Lulu is broken. Very cool. Oh, got a little bit of stuff on our side. Sorry about this. This usually happens after the game pauses. Nothing new, business as usual.
The timeline is out of sync. Bear with us while we make it in sync.
And,
there we go.
And here we're good. We're good. Okay, we're back in. We're back in.
This Twitch is playing rather aggressively. Ignite will come down. Jinx getting scary low.
She
Will get
dies.
first blood there.
She has heal up as well. I believe that would have saved her from the Ignite. It's just a level 2 Ignite. A little bit curious as to why they would opt to hold the heal and give him a first blood, but good play out of Kansas Esports to hit that level 2 first and to use that timer to get a nice and easy kill. And Gwen visual looks a little bit, interesting.
Let's see. Despite that rough start, junglers are still even on CS.
Yeah, we're looking for the first gank. It could be out of Jarvan here. Corki is trying to crash this wave into the turret with no vision on bot side where Jarvan is. So this is a decent timing. Looks like he does recognize that though and is opting to play back instead of get the wave into turret.
This bot side scuttle's getting a little bit scary. We'll see if the Jarvan can get out the Xin Zhao here.
Yeah, it seems like Xin Zhao will opt to go ahead and walk away. Should probably just take his base. I'm not sure. Yep. Okay. There we go.
So far, so good.
Apart from that one kill in the bot lane, everything's pretty even. Some trading, a little bit of a CS advantage. Oh,
beautiful sidestep there from the Twitch. Looking to get that trickle damage. So far, so even.
Oh my
Tick
goodness.
base damage though. Flash and a heal will come out for the Jinx.
A level down, and Groovy is allowed to just do that. But here we've got another scuffle.
Oh my gosh, the burst damage coming in from that Lux, getting Corki very, very close to killed.
He does get out without having to burn his flash. There's already a good amount of action. It's not really turning into kills, but the Jinx having to burn both of her sums there on a Twitch that's only level 2 is definitely not what you want to see.
The Lulu poke coming in.
And the CS difference in bot lane is going to be a little, ooh, hold on.
Both junglers are making a play topside.
They do TP the Corki up there. That's a little bit unfortunate for him because they aren't able to chase any further. Alright. Now we may have a relative... maybe? Nope.
Oh,
Nautilus.
this poor Nautilus.
Nautilus walks up for a minion.
And deleted.
Oh my goodness, man. That was just poor decision making from Nautilus there.
Not quite tanky enough to beat that
Yeah,
Twitch.
definitely need to be a little bit careful if you are that melee support playing into double ranged. Wow. So, what I was trying to say before, the CS gap between the two marksmen is going to be a little disingenuous because Twitch is running that Spectral Sickle, that support item. So he's maybe looking to not last hit so many minions while he's stacking that up. But I am interested to see how this is going to change the game for them.
But with a little bit of poke, that Gragas is deceptively tanky though.
Yeah. Even with just the tier, he gets that damage reduction from his W. Oh, Gwen. What a fun champion. I love seeing her place down her mist and then seeing that Gwen is immune. Little blurb. That's always very fun. Oh, he's going in here.
Gragas got a little bit of combo there.
Wave will be crashing in. I assume Gwen will just look for a base on this. But she does have her ult. Nah, it's way too risky to dive. Go ahead and push it in and take a base.
Both mid laners now at level 6.
Ooh.
Able to combo at any given moment. The Lux poke is real.
Lux is just able to clear these waves so easily with her E. It doesn't kill the backline without Ludens, but it allows you to just shoot it out, and then with your passive combined with your auto attack, you can just take them all out real easy, so she has good wave clear. And one of the things they did recently, changing Lux ult so that it is a very low cooldown, you can pretty much use it to clear a wave whenever you want. Twitch is mid, looking to be funny.
Real quick dash away from the Corgi. First dragon will be getting secured by the J4. Oh, he's a little bit caught out here. Half health. Let's see if the Nautilus can come in and finish off the J4. That was a beautiful little bait there. Very
Yeah, that was
patient.
just really aggressive from the Jarvan for like some reason. Oh,
Oh, a flash from the Gragas will take out the Gwen in the top lane.
and I think he just got a little bit over eager. He should have recalled when he pushed in that wave to the turret, but opted to stay and does die for it.
Ooh, will the Corgi get?
And-
Oh, that's so rough.
And Twitch support, I guess, just running around, killing people. I was banning Twitch in my games for a little bit, for like a couple weeks, because having a Twitch just run around the map and kill you is always fun.
Just getting close up and personal with that Jin. Oh my gosh, just deleted.
Twitch just comes bot and ganks his own lane, getting a
ridiculous.
free kill. He's 4-0. Wow. Oh, definitely look for a Twitch ban next game, given that it's going the way that it is, and Twitch is like Groovy's most played champion.
Why
by
would
far.
you need to farm the minions when you can farm the champions
Of course,
themselves?
of course. That was the whole strategy. We just farm the champions and then we win. Let's see, 8 minutes. Does that mean? I feel like Corky package. Oh, he has it right now.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. I can pay attention. All right.
Poke there. Oh, just barely sidestepping that Luxo.
Good dodge. Unfortunately for him, Luxalt will be back up in just a minute. All right. Looks like just some minor trading up here as Gwen gets away into the turret.
Both junglers ready to pounce at the top lane at a moment's notice.
Looks like Gwen and the rotation up from Lulu will try to secure that Rift Herald. And Twitch doing what Twitch does best.
Once again, back in the mid lane, looking to delete the Corgi. A lot of damage coming in there. Oh,
and
Gwen there's
Gwen is
as
here.
well from the backline. A teleport will come on for Fort Hayes here.
Ooh.
Gwen looking to get the lead. It does,
Definitely.
in fact. J4 still fighting. And will disengage. No kills for Kansas Esports.
I was just a little bit over aggressive from the side of Kansas Esports with the Gwen, but maybe they trade back? Not quite. Yeah, I think that was just definitely, I could see the idea there. It just definitely didn't work out the way that they wanted, and the Gragas also showed up in time to disengage.
The Nautilus.
He's in no man's land right now.
Yeah.
Oh, he got out, he got his warp place, and he's out.
Fort Hayes had a really good rotation there to stop that mid lane encounter.
Corky has not picked up the package yet.
Very patient.
Yeah, I think he, if you don't pick it up right at 8 minutes, you should probably just wait for when the dragon is about to spawn. And because the Rift Herald already got taken, the dragon got taken, there's no real reason to take it right now. but we'll definitely look for him to take that sooner, or as the okay.
Oh, just
I saw that
barely missing that.
I saw that on the mini map. I was a little bit scared, but it's fine. There are no problems.
Surprised I didn't realize that was warded.
All right, let's do a little bit of a
Yes, checking in. Gragas just getting a little bit tankier every time he backs.
yeah. All right, so we'll do a little bit of a check-in on some CS and some items. Big 30 CS lead in mid lane, and the bot lane, which I'll remind you, he started with the support item, has now sold it, so he will start to pick up some CS. Only down about 25-ish? I don't know.
A kill in a bit.
So, definitely.
Oh, a beautiful engage there coming from the
no.
J4. Nautilus will be easily caught out and finished off. We'll see if the same can be said for the Xin Zhao here. Ult will have to come through. An ult from the J4 in reply, and the Twitch will finally finish him off.
And Jinx died. Twitch
Jinx died
1v1
as well.
Jinx.
Completely missed it. Good
Yeah,
little
this is-
scuffle there, followed by a Rift Herald coming in on that turret before the 14-minute mark. They will finish the turret plating off.
You share it between 4 people, so it is a little bit less gold in it for each individual person
The
than
more
you
the
would have
merrier.
gotten, but I don't think that's going to matter a whole lot. Corky is trading back on some plates mid lane, which is good to see, but I think he may have stayed a little bit too long, judging by how Jays is walking up.
The consistent Gragas poke, ready to go in at a moment notice. We'll see what he can do here. Gragas standing within the smoke, but the Gwen damage, so deceptive.
Yeah, Gwen is very deceptively tanky with the bonus stat she gets from her W and the healing from the middle part of her Q and her ult when she uses it. So oftentimes you can think she's killable when she's not, but...
Oh, a beautiful Gragas ult will
Oh.
punch Gwen to the backline, misses the first bit of her ult, but the Gragas doesn't have enough damage to follow through. He falls. Oh,
Okay.
meanwhile, the Nautilus engaged on the J4. J4 will get out. Corgi back in, looking to, do a bit of damage, but he gets stunned.
Oh, he gets out?
Oh,
No,
he doesn't
okay.
get out the Lux damage. Finishing off the target.
Ooh,
And
Nautilus
the
barely
Nautilus will get
escapes.
out off the wall there.
All right. Well, what looked to be a decent play topside, it turned really poor when Gragas missed his body slam on the Gwen. I still think it would have maybe been that close, and he still may have lost it even if he had landed it, but you do hate to see it.
J4 going in on the Xin Zhao. A quick cleanup as he gets caught out, which I got Grug.
Twitch goes godlike. Oh, he does have the support item still. It was just gone from the overlay for a minute, but he does still have it. It's
He's
it's
back in
leveled up.
business, farming his champions. Love to see it.
Now, there's a smell you can feel.
And what looked like a decent engage in the river towards that Raptor camp ended up turning sour as Kansas Esports were all there to respond, and Corky definitely got a little overzealous using that Valkyrie forward to try to finish off a kill.
Despite having superior vision there in their own jungle, Fort Hayes wasn't able to get that Xin Zhao out, which is really unfortunate.
Oh, Twitch back mid lane. We've seen this before. Corky has too. He knows exactly what's going on here.
This will be a Chemtech soul game. Gragas is
Ooh.
on vision.
I didn't even realize
Probably
that.
tanky enough to get out here, though. He's looking to engage on the Twitch. Backup's there, though, in the form of... Oh my gosh, just deleted J4 and Lux ult, finishing it off. That... Yep, and there... Okay, yep.
3 quick and easy kills. Little drawn out because of that Xin Zhao crescent sweep.
Very
Crescent guard.
clean follow-through from Kansas there, ready to pounce at a moment's notice.
Yep. And of note, it is a Chemtech Rift. This game, Chemtech Dragon is one of the new ones.
Oh, from the backline, J4 pouncing in on that Jinx. Finishes it off in style.
We just never have any time to explain anything. There's this constant kills going on. I like it. I like it. It makes me a little bit sad. I want to talk, but I do like the aggression here from Kansas Esports and that 9-0 Twitch. Ow.
Oh my gosh.
Very scary
Very
thing.
dominant. 700 gold shut down.
All right. I would say
All
now it's
outer
quiet,
turrets.
but it looks like there's gonna be a play here top. Of course, Gwen is immune, so
Gwen is looking. Oh, the Xin Zhao. Beautiful engage there. Getting caught out on the lack of vision. The damage might come through here, but the healing from the Gwen is a whole lot. Will he get the... Nope, not quite getting the Xin Zhao before perishing.
really close. I feel like maybe he had already written himself off, thinking he was dead. But I think maybe if he had fought that differently, he could have won, but I'm also not in his head, so who knows?
The scariest stat in this game is how big that gold lead is. 10K at 15 minutes is absolutely brutal.
Yeah, definitely a little bit unfortunate for the side of Fort Hays State. They could maybe try to collapse on Twitch, but of course he does have that wonderful ability, his Q ambush allows him to be invisible.
Twitch does not care how tanky this Kragus is. Just a little bit of chip damage here and there will be able to finish it off if he gets the opportunity.
Alright, so while it seems that there might be some calm, I'm going to try to speed run explain the Chemtech Rift for those of you who don't know. The Chemtech Rift, it creates these zones, which you can see on your screen right now. These zones around the red buff pit where you are camouflaged while you stand in it. And also while you stand in it, you get up to, I believe, 10% bonus damage against enemy champions with more current health than you. Alright. Going in.
This
And-
Nautilus keeps getting caught out.
Oh,
very, very
He's
quick
still
kill.
level 6. Wow.
The poor man.
Yeah, he is having a little bit of a rough game this one. Are they going to
Second
try to get
rift
a...
coming in.
They might try to get a Dancing Herald push here.
It's looking rough. They are Kansas is in a very good spot to just delete things.
Good ultimate there out of the Xin Zhao to not die from the Lux, but I don't think he is long for this world.
Inner turret will fall. The Zinja will get caught out real quick. Herald will charge yet again. Doesn't matter. They get the inhib faster.
Yeah, I think this is a fast Herald.
We'll see if it can
Dancing Herald.
dance. That turret's gonna target it and take it out.
No.
No
Ah.
dance. No dance.
And he does go out. Package used defensively.
Jinx taking a lot of damage. Flash will have to get used. Nautilus with the engage. Doesn't matter. Corgi get taken out. Finally gets to the lead on the Twitch. The gold will go over to Gragas. Nautilus getting killed. Followed by probably the Xin Zhao. Oh, we'll be able to sidestep the Luxel. Gwen is gonna be able to get that last
But
hit
the
on
whole,
the
that whole
Nexus.
time, Jarvan was just wailing on,
Just
that,
wailing on
Nexus,
that Nexus.
making sure they end the game. And that is a 17-minute victory for Kansas Esports. Very, very impressive. Very good to see us come
Dominant
out of the gate
stuff.
swinging.
Holy sh!
I do anticipate a little bit of a different draft strategy
Absolutely,
out
yeah.
of Fort Hays State. I don't imagine that Twitch will be going through. I don't think
Twitch
they will be
fail.
allowing that. I would guess we'll get the Twitch and the Jinx off of the table for Kansas.
It felt very even there for the first like 10 or so minutes, and then you look at the gold graph and it's like, what happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
Every play Kansas tried to make, we worked it out. It worked, and then every play that Fort Hays State tried to make ended up not working out in their favor. Just overall, really good game out of the side of Kansas Esports. Really good to see.
That was very, very pretty. Just the amount of control that they had over the state of the game and not necessarily the team fights themselves.
Mm-hmm.
The macro v micro argument.
No, even real team fights. Honestly, we didn't
the-
even make it that
at
far.
the end there,
It was
I
kind of
mean,
a smacking.
Your gold lead just it snowballs, right?
Yeah. All right.
Beautiful stuff. Very dominant first game of the entire season of
Oh,
Kansas
yeah.
Esports.
Really
what a
good.
way to start it off.
Yeah, really exciting. I hope we can see more of this. Maybe we'll see another actual. We'll get the Herald dancing for the second game, but until we get that going, I believe we're gonna send it to a little bit of a break.
Yep.
And we'll be back once we're in Champion Select.
And welcome back. Right in the opening of Champ Select of Game 2. A dominant victory coming for Kansas here. And a very, very similar Kled ban right
Yep.
off the start.
I'm very, very interested to see how the draft plan will change. I would, knowing Groovy's champion pool on ADC, because I know him and Moonglade do tend to swap around a bit, I would not be surprised to see a Twitch ban from the side of Fort Hayes and then have them first pick Jinx, and then maybe force him to play Moonglade as ADC.
Still going in with the Caitlyn.
I think Caitlyn is a good ban. This is really, really strong right now since she got her little update.
I think Kansas banned Caitlyn last game.
Yes.
I remember it.
Yes, I believe so as well.
A little bit weird there.
I mean, if you don't play it and you don't want them to play it, just good to remove it. Really strong champion. And we'll stick with the Viego ban as well. I think that's good. I mean, Viego's really strong. Like, always really dumb. Him resetting everywhere, just ulting 5 times in a fight.
So far, so similar.
And last time they banned Akshan, so they will have to choose between leaving Akshan or Twitch open. Curious what the choice will be. The Karma ban was also a ban from Kansas Esports. It was by third as well. Okay.
Again, the action.
They will keep the bans the same, opting to leave the Twitch open. Maybe they don't think they'll pick it again. I don't know why they wouldn't, personally, but maybe just taking a gamble on that, thinking the Akshan is worse than the Twitch.
If I want your opinion,
Exact same
I'll
dance.
beat it
Yep.
out of you.
And what is the first pick here from Fort Hayes? Is it Jinx? Am I a psychic? Probably not. I predicted the Twitch ban, so I've lost all credibility.
I'm surprised that Twitch wasn't banned there,
Yeah.
considering how dominant it was last game. 13-0? 13-1?
It is Jinx. I've gained some credibility back.
There you go.
And there's
Oh.
a response. Twitch
The
probably.
immediate hover Twitch. The glaring threat of doom. And it will
Yep.
get locked in.
I wonder if they just take Lulu here as well.
I think they do. I think with how well that bot lane went, and the Jinx already locked in. Yep.
Yep.
You just punch the button.
Just go back in with the Twitch Lulu. Say, well, what are you gonna do about it now? Do we see it? I hope it'd be really funny if we saw like a full-on salty run back.
That would be weird.
Nautilus and Corki.
Another Zen Xiao. Who do you put in support against such a dominant bot lane? Like they tried the Nautilus.
I think they should go for another enchanter to match enchanters, but Lulu kind of just wins lanes. So I don't know what the right answer is. They do go back to the Xin Zhao.
Yeah, happy there.
Is it Corki?
And
Oh,
the
and they go back to
Gragas.
the Gragas. Okay.
Not a reply this time though. So
It is a blind pick.
Kansas does have the opportunity to outpick that.
Mm-hmm.
Trundle getting hovered.
Don't
be fun.
don't do it. Don't pick Jarvan. Oh, it is a Trundle. We will get a
Trundle.
different draft. At
Okay.
least a little bit.
All right, I'll take it. I'll take it.
I think Trundle is a good pick here, especially with the Gragas on the enemy team. If it does go
Absolutely.
to a team fight, Gragas presumably is going to be building tank. And if he does, Trundle will just ult him in every fight and become really tanky.
There you go.
So I do really like that pick.
A Thresh ban.
I like Thresh ban. Thresh Jinx is a good lane. Interesting that they didn't opt for it last game, given that it was open. But I think it's fine to take it away, even if they don't think they might pick it.
Who do you ban here?
The
The
only,
J4 maybe?
if you're afraid, I mean Trundle is probably the jungler. If you're afraid of the Lux again, maybe that. You're in a Gangplank. Good.
Gangplank. The Gangplank ban.
And Braum ban again. Yeah, I think I think Fort Hayes State should have definitely opted for a support in their first 3. And they get rid of the Corki themselves. Does make sense. It would be pretty decent on 4. You get a nice little counter matchup for your top lane.
Yone getting hovered. Get
Ooh,
locked in. Get to see that for the first time, I'm pretty sure.
Yone did get a little bit of a buff on the most recent patch. A little 5% AD added to his Q since he got hit pretty hard with the... Not pretty hard, he got hit with the shield bow nerf. But Yone's still a very strong champion with those lethal tempo changes, allowing him to basically reach his peak form at level 1, which
And
is always
the Zyra.
interactive.
I do like the Zyra here.
Interesting. I guess they're maybe trying to pick something that can poke the Lulu as well and maybe hope to fight them. I'm not sure how good Zyra is at that because Lulu has shields, and I think maybe Karma's banned, of course, but maybe like a Janna or
Maybe.
Yumi even. But Lulu is good versus Yumi, so it's all of them are wrong choices. And the last pick will be Lissandra. I think that works. I think maybe Vex would have been a better version of Lissandra, but Lissandra definitely still works versus Yone. Whenever he goes in on you, just press W, walk away, no problem.
Yeah.
Although, if the Yone is the top laner, then the Lissandra doesn't work as well versus a champion like Zoe. But we'll see. I like the comp from the side of Kansas Esports. We got a little bit of action with the Yone in the top lane. Definitely really exciting. Trundle's a little bit snooze, but running around as Trundle is not snooze. So maybe he will have some fun.
So potentially a Yone into a Gragas.
I mean, Gragas neutralizes a lot of lanes. Yone goes in, he just presses E and walks away. But it's not really a contentious lane for Yone, who doesn't have the best lane phase in general. So I would, given how game 1 went, I would definitely expect this to go to the side of Kansas Esports, especially with that Twitch Lulu going back over. And with this timer counting down, we do have to wait for that 3-minute spectator delay, so we will take a bit of a break, but stick around and stay excited.
Guys, gals, and non-binary pals, welcome back. We are in game now with a little bit of cheese coming from the side of Kansas Esports. Headed down south to the bot lane, get caught out by the Zyra. Will they flash on her? Looking like a no.
Nah, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. But I think they wanted it to be that deep.
They
but
did.
It was not.
They were eager for it.
So, some things to note. Trundle did go lethal tempo. I love that so much because that's probably so fun. You just run up and, yes, of
Initial
course.
damage coming
Get
in.
some strategy.
A real quick 60 gold
Yep.
from the Twitch.
That does allow you to buy an extra potion.
You gotta love to see it.
Does he buy it? No.
No, he saves it for later.
Yep. Just a little bit of BM trying to show him I can die to the turret before you can kill me.
It's the right play there, honestly. If you can get away with getting executed there for a real quick 60 gold,
Yeah.
free back, I'll take it.
The junglers will be starting topside yet again this game. It looks like there won't be any faking of leash, so both teams will probably... No, okay. They are trying to fake leash down bot side. Just a little bit. Try and bait out maybe. Where did our jungler start?
Yep.
We don't know.
Completely different mid-game.
Oh yeah.
Excited to see that. Let's see how much the Zyra can do. Currently, not a whole lot. Lulu going in deep. That shield activated. Ignite will come in. A flash from the Twitch. A little bit too deep there. And everyone's kind of at half health now.
Alright, well, they trade both of the Twitch summoners for the Jinx summoners. I imagine at some point that Jinx will probably die, and I think that point will be very soon. But definitely good to see that continued aggression come out.
The early level 2 from the Yone. All Gragas has is his beautiful little casket. Won't be able to do much there. Ignite will come through from the Zyra on the Lulu.
The Lulu damage is so strong.
Ridiculous. Gragas does hit too. A quick combo coming in. Casket will hit. Both top laners at half health.
Yeah, we just got some even trading up here. Yone trying to use the power of that lethal tempo to trade with the Gragas and maybe try and cheese an early kill. But Trundle is invading.
Trundle going in deep. Flashes. Oh my gosh. Lissandra's stun. And a real quick disengage. Trundle with the aggression.
We have determined that your bot side is now mine. Xin Zhao's going on a journey to go steal a red buff that does not exist.
Yone's looking to maybe
No,
catch
he's just
him
checking
out.
for him.
Does not see it on vision though. A deep ward by the Xin Zhao.
Yone
Yone's
will
going on a
find Xin
journey.
Zhao here in the river now.
Ooh. Xin Zhao's half health. Yone's ready to get some damage,
Ooh,
and
this looks
Gragas
like-
is
this looks like a kill.
there. Might be able to get first blood here. Oh, the Gragas is not enough, and that's gonna be first blood. It does manage to get out. Lissandra maybe will try to pick it up. She's gonna have to flash though.
Ooh.
Oh, and then Sleepy Trouble Bubble will hit, and that's gonna be a lot of damage.
So, what was initially, I mean, like, the whole play could have really been avoided. Xin Zhao, like, didn't really know where to go once he had already taken his top side and his bot side got taken over, so he went to go put a ward. But when your top laner is shoved under turret and he can't really come help you, it's really risky to come make a move for that side of the map. So he was just caught in rotation there, trying to get Scuttle Crab by the Yone, who was missing from his lane. Be curious to see if that wasn't reported or anything. And then Lissandra just getting caught out, trying to save her jungler, definitely feels really bad. Oh, we got a gank in bot lane, no.
But Trundle coming down bot lane will knock the Jinx back a little bit. There's a lot of Kansas Esports down here. It's not looking good.
Flashless Jinx standing on top of a Trundle pillar. There are not many options for you at that point. Ooh. Notably,
Hard shove.
Jinx is leaving base with a Vamp Scepter, so she will be going for the Shield Bow, which does feel a little bit bad, because as Jinx, you want to be going for the more aggressive options like the Gale Force or the Kraken Slayer. But in a game where you have a Yone and a Zoe gunning for you at all times, I think the Shield Bow opt is pretty much the only thing you can do. Try and salvage anything. Kansas Esports jumping out to a quick 2,000 gold lead at 5 minutes. Wow. Trundle is 2-0. He's got a Tiamat. This Trundle is going to run at people and he's going to beat them up and steal their lunch money.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tasty.
Xin will get to pick up some of his Raptors for the first time this game after being bullied off of them earlier. Maybe he'll get to hit level 4. Ooh.
Cloud Drake is up. Kansas might potentially look for that.
Twitch doing what Twitch does best.
Doing a little bit of poke here. Just casually going down to half health.
The Lulu. That extra damage that you get from picks being on top of you. Just really chunking out chunking out the health bars of Jinx.
Yone has hit level 6. He's ready to engage on this Gragas. Zoe's there as well. A Sleepy Trouble Bubble will hit, but Gragas dashes over wall. Yone quickly finishing that off with an ult.
And Xin Zhao is still level 3.
Level 3.
Oh, you really
the
hate
poor
to see
man.
it.
Oh my gosh. The
Zoe
damage
Bubble should be coming
in.
up
A flash
soon.
for the Yone. That'll probably be a finish. Yep. Kansas is also having presence on the dragon. Lissandra poking out a little bit, but it's not going to be enough. The flash comes through, and first Cloud Drake will be picked up.
Yeah, good cross-map stuff there from Kansas Esports. Realizing that Gragas is killable, a little bit too far forward, and Xin Zhao can only be topside. And he's still level 3, 7 minutes into the game. This is a rough one. Really not a whole lot he can do, but it's still very, very unfortunate. Alright. And of course, I do want to make note, again, Twitch does have that Spectral Sickle, so that CS may be a little bit disingenuous to the actual amount of gold that he has down there. But now, we're 7 minutes in,
Ooh.
the gold lead is 3,500. This game is pretty out of hand already. Oh.
And again, the Trundle aggression, looking to get this blue buff. He doesn't secure it. The Xin Zhao, despite
Does he
being
get out?
pressured.
Nope.
Oh, will hit the sleep, will get the kill. Lissandra not able to do anything there, just watching her friend die.
Xin Zhao is not safe anywhere on the map right now. It seems that Kansas know where he is at all times and are just willing to go fight him for it. Yone able to get Prio in his lane so easily with this bonus attack speed.
Twitch is looking to do a lot of damage here. Flash will come through. Flash replied by the Zyra.
And no ultimate for Twitch just yet, so not able to follow up with that big range.
The Gragas casket, followed by the clutch. He's got a note ready. Will he use it?
Yeah, it's really
Not
hard.
quite yet.
It's really hard to fight Yone even when he's at low HP, because once you get that lethal tempo stacked up with that attack speed, really able to just turn fights in his favor really quickly. Ooh. Damage onto Lissandra. Another 8-minute Rift Herald.
Here it is.
Pretty clean stuff coming out of Kansas Esports right now. I really like what I'm seeing.
Absolutely. Where to drop this beautiful Herald after a real quick black? Looks like a lot of people are congregating towards the mid lane. The Twitch anticipating the flash a little bit. Disgusting stuff.
There's just really not, like, there's nothing that can go wrong, it feels like, at this
Oh,
point.
the Zoe flashing in and Ignite placed. Will it be enough? And
Oh.
that's going to be it with the Zoe ultimate.
Picking up that flash from Lissandra that she had to burn, using your own flash against you, and then dying, really, really sad things to see. Looks like we'll get maybe a Rift Herald drop mid lane after a couple more plates go down, and then we'll see this turret die. Yep.
Rift will come online. A lot of turret plating. Potentially even killing this tower outright. It's looking good.
So the one bright spot for the side of, speak of the devil, I think he's actually...
the level 4 Zyra looking to come inside the mid lane.
Oh my
Kansas
gosh.
says no. Gragas gets caught outright. Maybe able to take down the Yone, but not quite able to do it.
And I was literally about to say that the lone bright spot, it feels, for the side of Fort Hays State was their Gragas. In game 1, he was actually competing with the Gwen in lane, and he was having a decent game. And now, again, really up in CS, not up in CS, but pretty even in trying to just play the game, but getting 3-man top lane, never the most ideal situation. Xin Zhao has hit level 6. He is in the game. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for Zyra, who is still level 4 at 10 minutes.
Trundle is still showing some dominance in Xin Zhao's jungle. He's just straight up backing in there. He'll have to get pushed out a little bit, but he's totally safe.
Yeah, at this point, it feels more like Xin Zhao has no claim over any jungle camps. They all belong to Kansas Esports.
Looking at a 7K gold league.
Yeah. Wow, 7K at almost 11 minutes. Oh, bubble lands.
Zoe might be able to execute the Lissandra here. Yone's looking to deep dive into the enemy Jinx. That's a lot of damage coming in. A flash.
Ooh, maybe he does.
And it will
Wow.
shut down. Beautiful heal by the Jinx there. Able to patiently wait that out.
Yeah, miscalculation it seems from Yone on the side of that 1v1. Took a little bit too much damage and didn't have his ult to really secure that kill, so he does give over, I believe, 450 gold to Jinx. Maybe it could spell a way back into the game for them. Lissandra didn't end up dropping from that Zoe bubble. Although, something may be going on now. Alright. Yone using that TP back top lane. Maybe we've got some... Ooh. Maybe we've got some relative calm on the map for now as I'm immediately proven wrong.
The Grog is able to combo that Yone a little bit. Does not have the time to get in there. And the second Drake will comfortably go over to Kansas Esports.
That is a Hextech Dragon, one of the new dragons. It brings the Hex Gates. And of course, we're not having a Hextech grip, so I'll just let this play happen.
Doesn't even matter. Lissandra there does a lot of damage on the Zoe, but not going to be enough to finish her off. The Twitch just gets big through the zoo. A lot of damage talking.
Okay, so again, with the big cross-map plays, pulling off something top lane and bot lane at the same time, really coordinated, trying to pull different members to different places and making plays in that way. Twitch does go down in that play bot lane, but taking 4 for just 1 is definitely a worthwhile trade as they go up 9,000 gold at 12.5 minutes.
Kansas Esports is now wailing on these first level turrets.
Yep, very close to another 15 plate game. I believe the last game was 15 plates. I could be mistaken.
I think it was.
We're setting up for another very early
It's a 10K
finish
gold
to this
league.
game.
It's another 10K gold league. Not even 14 minutes. This is disgusting.
Yeah. Definitely does not feel very good. Ooh. Zoe is picking up some components for a Lich Bane, which with the new changes, I believe does synergize a little bit better with Zoe. Although, at this kind of an advantage, it doesn't really matter what items you build, as you're probably going to win the game anyways. But I have not seen the Lich Bane on Zoe yet, so I'm excited to see how that works out.
The Gragas tank still exists. Able to just chunk and chunk and chunk at the Yone.
He's getting wailed on. I think he may go. He's for sure dead here. Oh, never mind.
Not enough time for the Yone.
And Zyra getting one shot wasn't important enough for the...
The Trundle is in deep. Oh my gosh.
Oh, another
A
bubble
sleepy
comes
trouble
through.
bubble that...
Blocked
by
by the minion.
minions. You hate to see it. But enough damage will come through.
It just doesn't matter.
Meanwhile, the Twitch just taking out the mid lane players.
Do you think this game will finish even quicker than the last one?
17 minutes. They've got 3 to do
You
it.
got 3 minutes to end even faster. I don't know.
Herald coming online in just a couple seconds.
Oh, this guy's for
Oh,
sure
the
dead.
Yone. The ult coming in. Oh, but a beautiful little Gragas ult. Not able to finish it off, but good plays there.
Mm-hmm. Ugh. This is just disaster. It's been a disaster for Fort Hayes State for a while. Now I think it's just an inevitability at this point. The Rift Herald coming up. Kansas Esports are going to take it. They're probably just going to run down a lane with it and look to end the game quick and easy.
Second Herald about to be captured by Kansas. Taking it probably down mid if I had to do a guess.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get to see a Shelly dance. Yone
Ooh.
really wants more.
Really love that Soul Unbound ability where he can just kind of just go back. Oh,
Zyra's
there's a
getting
dead
cut out,
Zyra.
right? Oh, but the Yone's a little bit too deep for comfort. He will go down.
Yep. No shield bow up, no ult up. Not really able to outplay that quite to the same extent where if he did have those up, but...
Oh, that's a lot of damage coming in from the Zoe and just immediately deleted.
Well, any good fortune that they
Sonya
had
goes down.
for that pick on Yone is now gone.
Taking it mid. Got the rift at the ready.
Yep, 2 dead. You do have to expect that this will be the Herald going down and the game shortly after. Let's see. Yes, Trundle beating up the turret. Oh no.
Shelly will get a second charge here, finishing off the inhibitor. It gets a little bit low. Probably won't get to see the Shelly dance, but
But I do think this will be the end of the game.
Zoe not quite able to connect with the damage.
Oh, really good smite coming through there to prevent the big chunk of damage onto that Nexus turret.
Kansas getting a little bit low here. We'll have to back off a little bit. But a lot of damage has been done to the enemy base. An inhibitor will be taken down. Super minions coming down the mid lane.
All
Looking
right.
rough.
So, to maybe get like a little bit of a look on the bright side for Hayes State, they weren't able to end, and early inhibitors are not super great because you can't leverage Baron on it. So they are getting a big influx of super minion waves, which will give lots of golden XP. But they are down 15,000 gold, so I don't think it's going to matter.
The Sleepy Trouble Bubble will miss, but it won't matter because that's a lot of damage jumping to the Gragas. Yone looking to engage a little bit deeper. Does get out safely.
Ooh.
A 2v4, and Kansas is still showing up.
And it looks like everybody gets out. A little worse for wear. Yone dropping that shield bow, and Xin Zhao having to drop his ultimate.
Ooh.
That being said, I don't think Jinx
Going
is
to
long.
sleep.
Oh.
Doesn't quite get the damage she needs to finish it off, though, but they will go down to half health.
That was a good play out of Zyra to save her 80 carry from dying there, but still is not very ideal. Look at Twitch is just in the base.
Twitch ready to pounce at a moment's notice, looking to get Lysandra
Oh,
here.
no.
The damage is through, and that's an execute.
Bit of a panic Everfrost. Oh,
The damage that the Twitch is capable of doing at this point in the game is just disgusting.
well, it looks like it will be slightly slower, but I think the game is very close to ending. If I had to, yeah.
Zyra falls to the Zoe. Second inhibitor taken.
There's
First
turret 1.
of the turrets.
They don't have a wave for us. Oh, psych.
Smoke those stone. The super minions are here. Grog is not
Ooh.
quite able to get that Zoe with like clean flash coming in. They are on the enemy Nexus. Twitch will get shut down. A TP comes through. The Nexus is getting dangerously low. Will Yone go for it? Nope, they're cheesing a little bit.
A bunch of them are going down, but the Nexus as close to dying as it is, I imagine maybe the game doesn't end here.
Not quite.
Are we seeing a bit of a throw?
Potentially?
Oh, the Nexus is so close to dying. Looks like the game will be prolonged a little bit because KU just decided to go for KDA, playing for more kills rather than ending the game. Totally respect it. But notably, there were a couple big shutdowns that did go over to the side of Fort Hayes, so if there was ever an opportunity for them to get back in, now is it. I'm not saying that it's likely or that it is going to happen, but
Yeah, they're still unfortunately about 14k gold down.
I mean, they made up the 2,000, the 2 or 3,000 that they were down. So, I mean, baby steps, right?
Yep,
Baby steps. You have to. It all starts somewhere.
Somewhere in the middle of that, the first Mountain Drake was taken by Kansas. One away from that delicious Mountain Soul.
But I'm feeling the game is not long.
The Twitch damage will come in. A late flash from the Jinx.
Alrighty.
Will not matter, and that is going to be the enemy hidden inhibitor. Executed.
And that is the game. Kansas will take the series 2-0. Really good stuff out of them there. Pretty dominating fashion in both games. Really impressive stuff.
Very, very dominant.
I am not sure if we will get to have our interview, but I'm hoping that we will. We'll see kind of what happens there, but are we good? Oh, okay. I'll just keep talking. Let's take a look at this post-game lobby. So right now, I feel pretty good. I don't know about you. I feel pretty good.
Very dominant performance, yes.
We did get to see a couple different champions out of top, mid, and jungle. See them on a couple different things. The Jarvan and the Trundle for our jungler. Kind of similar playstyle, but of course with the Chad Trundle lethal tempo, I really like that. I do like the. We did have to see I guess not have to, but the Twitch Lulu 2 games in a row. Really like to see that. Curious what else is in the bag, but hey, if they get Twitch Lulu every game, I feel pretty good about this. How about you?
I'm feeling pretty good. Twitch got that support item level in a reasonable amount of time, right?
Yeah, that double support item is definitely a very interesting thing.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
I'll be curious to see how it fares against maybe a better team, if that's at all possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, a drastically different meta from the last season, which is exciting. A lot of fresh stuff coming out.
All right. I'm not sure if we're gonna have. Do we have an interview? Oh yeah.
We do have an interview.
We do have an interview.
Oh.
We'll see when that comes out.
Hopefully the first of many.
Yep, the first of many victory interviews.
Do we know who we will be getting to interview?
It's a mystery.
It's a mystery. It's a surprise box.
All right. Sorry for the little delay. We're trying to figure out some stuff. We're still working it out. But here we have Groovy, our man of the day. Really, really great stuff. The first thing I wanted to ask you is, what's up with the double support item? Like, tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, so the reasoning for a double support item is if you get 240 gold, then the support item is cost efficient if you sell it. So you can just like farm regularly and just play the game normally, and then once you get 240 gold, which is usually about first reset, you can just sell it. But a little strat that I do to manipulate it even further and stretch it even out is to just like farm the melees and the cannons and have my support farm the casters so that I can like stretch out the gold debuff timing. And in games like these where I'm fighting a lot, I can get like about 400 gold before I reset first item. And then once I sell it, it's like 160. So I spent 400 and got 500, got like more gold than I paid for it.
Yeah.
So it's just super gold efficient to buy it. And then once you sell it, you can just do the same thing again. Buy it like after a few minutes when your gold debuff is gone. So like the next reset timer, get the tier 2, and it's just so fun. Once you get tier 3, it's like super efficient, and if the game isn't even like slow, it's like not if it's like fight heavy like it was this game, then you can just sit on it because it's just a really good stat efficient item.
Yeah. All right. Kind of a follow-up question. Do you think that kind of a strategy is like catered to work specifically on Twitch because you can like kind of run around more easily than other ADCs, or do you think you could do that on most champions?
I think it's mostly gated by how much you can trade with the enemy. So if the enemy just plays slow and never fights you, then you might run into your gold debuff before you get like the item becomes cost efficient. And the item stats itself, like on the before you get tier 2, are like 5 AD compared to say a longsword 10 AD.
Yeah.
Like even with the 10 health and the like the other stats like the mana regen, it may mean that like you're just like sitting on like a worse item. So, but I think if you're someone like Caitlyn who can easily get lane priority and hit the tower numerous times, then you can make it cost efficient. But unless you're snowballing really hard, it's not going to be as dominant as it was in this game.
All right.
Nice,
Some
nice.
tips for solo queue, maybe.
There you go.
If you're heavy trading in solo queue, you can get some free money. One last question for me. I don't know if Ben has any questions. How is the team atmosphere during a series like this where you're winning games in 17 minutes?
Well, this was our first match, so it may be a little, too early to actually say since scrims have a really different atmosphere for matches. Last year, we did much better in matches than we did in scrims. I think a lot of our players are more like stage players than scrim players.
Yeah.
So I want to say, when you're dominating the atmosphere, it's really, really hype.
Yeah.
My hands were really shaking that whole match.
That's fantastic.
That's good to hear.
Are you eager to try this double support item strategy against potentially better teams?
We'll see.
Okay.
Because when something goes wrong, obviously everyone flames, and it's like, why the hell is this guy doing that?
Sure.
But I think it's viable if you have the right matchup.
Okay. Nice. How important do you think is the Lulu pick? Currently, Lulu's very dominant in the meta, able to dish out a lot of damage, surprising damage. Do you think that is a key component of this strategy?
No, not really. So the only thing that there's an asterisk to this strategy is that ranged supports can farm much more easily than melee supports.
Yep.
Sure.
How does a melee support walk up to a caster? They're just gonna take free damage from their MEAD carry. So that's why I wanted Lulu here. But originally I was thinking because this is our first match in our lower seed team, I want to show my dominance by fighting. So maybe we could have an engaged support.
I like it.
Gotcha.
But when I realized, we can just do that strat, then I was like, yeah, sure, Lulu's fine.
All right. Got some very insightful stuff out of Groovy here. Good interview. Thank you for coming in. I believe that is all from us for now. We will be back again next week with our next match. I'm not sure who we're against. I don't even think anybody knows. But we will be playing next week, same time. Thanks for tuning in.
All right, thank you for
See you
having me.
then.
Yeah.